10. Wonder Woman. Let me preface this entry by saying this first and foremost, Wonder Woman will not be a failure because it is a superhero movie about a woman. On top of all of DC's shortcomings, Wonder Woman has the burden of being the first female superhero to have her own feature-length film. These elements bring a perfect storm of disaster that I expect Wonder Woman to fall victim to. I hope they prove me wrong, but expecting DC to finally make a hit with Wonder Woman is misguided. 9. Barbie. Barbie isn't planned for release until 2018, but it's already guaranteed to be a stinker. While the advertisement for the film centers on Barbie becoming a beacon of women's empowerment, the whole thing reads as an attempt to pander to the public and sell more dolls. While the message is a decent one for young girls, it's hard not to get the feeling that the movie is only being made for positive PR and a false sense of activism. 8. Jumanji. Welcome to the jungle. Some people were outraged by the fact that Jumanji is a video game instead of a board game. One aspect that does worry me, however, is that the main characters we follow will be played by the 4 stars of the film. Instead of getting sucked into the video game, they will be playing as pre-made characters. Something about Dwayne Johnson and Jack Black playing high school students doesn't fit for me, and I'm worried that Jumanji 2 will suffer from the high expectations. 7. Justice League. Justice League is going to be bad for the same reason Wonder Woman is going to be bad. The DC Universe just can't get it together. Justice League is aiming to create a market for the Flash and Aquaman among others, but it's doubtful that this will happen. There seems to be 2 trains of thought when it comes to DC movies, benefit of the doubt and prove me wrong. I'm done giving these films the benefit of the doubt. The trailers are always awesome and the movies can't live up to the hype. Prove me wrong, so prove me wrong. 6. Saw. Legacy. Saw has devolved into a torture movie franchise, and original fans have been falling off left and right. There is little to no excitement for this movie, which releases in October, and anyone who's even remotely interested will probably be content with a red box rental at most. Is anyone expecting Saw. Legacy to be any good? The original Saw movie was always intended to be a one-off, but it was such a success in a genre practically devoid of modern franchises that they kept churning out movies. 5. My Little Pony. Including My Little Pony in the list of upcoming movies that are destined to stink is, admittedly, a bit of low-hanging fruit. This movie could be a successful kids movie, and I'm sure many kids will love it, but it seems more like an excuse to sell more toys to kids. The movie will be accompanied by a flurry of new pony toys and make the Hasbro an ungodly sum of money. I could be wrong, but unless your child is a die-hard My Little Pony fan, this one will likely be a miss. 4. 7 Witches. 7 Witches follows a couple as they plan their wedding on a remote island. This was never going to be a blockbuster hit, but it's still looking to stay out of the cheesy horror section. Based on the trailer, as cryptic as it is, this movie will not be as scary as we may have hoped. 3. War with Grandpa. War with Grandpa, starring Robert De Niro, promises to deliver on the recent expectations that are placed on Robert De Niro movies. This movie appears to be geared towards younger audiences, but it seems like a slapstick comedy about an old guy and a young guy. The boy attempts to get revenge by pranking his grandfather, who he finds out has the capability of pranking back. De Niro has been cranking out after in the comedy realm, and this movie appears to be another one added to the list. 2. How to Be a Latin Lover. How to Be a Latin Lover is set to release on April 28 of this year, and if the official trailer is any indication, it's going to be a strong flop. It seems to have all of the bad elements of recent Sandler ventures without the name recognition that brings people to the theater in the first place. The trailer promises cringe-inducing joke after cringe-inducing joke, with just enough heart to make you puke. He meets another woman he wants to seduce. Some conflict happens with the nephew and Maximo realizes that family is the most important thing. Credits. 1. Baywatch. Baywatch is one of the most imminent movies on this list, and you probably shouldn't go see it. Based on the early reviews and trailers, though, it seems that they'll be missing the mark on both counts. Baywatch is certainly a movie people will watch when it's inevitably free on HBO in 6 months, but for now I'd advise you spend your money on another flick. Baywatch is set to be released on May 26, 2017, but keep an eye on the premium channel schedule, it won't be too far behind.